Food. Number 1. Borscht. This beet and cabbage red warm soup is served on Moscow's cold days. Prepared with or without meat, potato, herbs, and Russian sour cream. Accompanied with a rye bread or garlic bread topped with melted cheese. It can be eaten as a starter in the morning or for dinner. A staple of Russian cuisine. It would be an offense to live without Moscow without trying this soup at least once. 2. Russian salad or Olivier salad. Boiled vegetables like peas, carrots, potatoes, cucumbers, and an egg, mixed with mayonnaise. There are some variations like adding meat, spices, onions, and adding vinegar, but we chose like this the recipe so most people can eat it. Russian pancakes. Blini sirniki. 2 variations, sweet or salad. Blini are Russia's version of the thin French crepe, with smoked salmon, creamy mushrooms, sour cream, jams, and condensed food, rare anor red salmon, or black sturgeon caviar. Sirniki, made with berries, condensed milk, honey, and sour cream. Traditions. Christmas or New Year. In Christmas, Dead Moroz comes instead of Santa. They make ice statues, they light up the tree, and dolls are made and families meet together. In Easter, they dive into a very cold water and also decorate dolls and eggs. Maslenitsa. They make a doll made up of wood and then burn it. While this is occurring, they dance and sing.
Maslenitsa festivals. 7 weeks before Easter are the festivities of Maslenitsa and the week of Russian pancake. Every day are different activities like making Maslenitsa dolls, making and eating many blinis, singing and exchanging gifts. These festivals are celebrated on February. Russian Orthodox Christmas. The Russian Orthodox Church and almost all Russians celebrate Christmas. It is a mainly religious occasion when the families gather to attend the services of the church on Christmas Eve and then go home to celebrate a special dinner. It is celebrated on January 6 and 7. Russian New Year's. As Christmas was banned from many years in Russia, many of the Christmas traditions were spread. People decorate New Year trees instead of Christmas trees, and Dead Morse, accompanied by his granddaughter Snegurotcha, brings gifts instead of Santa.
Ребята, та песенка или нет, а? Да? Нет, ну-ка ручки отпустили. И прыгаем, и хлопаем. И папа и мама помогают все громко. Пошли по кругу.
Ivan Kupala Day. This is a summer solstice celebration related to John the Baptist. In this Julian calendar used by the Orthodox Church, the girls wear crowns of flowers on herbs on their heads. It is celebrated on July 6 and 7. Economy in Russia. Exportation, natural resources. Currency, Russian ruble. GDP, $1,560 billion. GDP per capita, $8,838. GDP growth, 2.5%. Inflation, 5.4%. Population in poverty, 13.4%. Labor, 79.9 million. Average net salary, $565. The government of Russia is considered a federal semi-presidential republic, according to the 1993 Constitution. Under a semi-presidential structure, the president and the prime minister share governing responsibilities as the head of state and the head of government.
The Russian Orthodox Church is a community of believers created by an apostle named Andrew. Like other Orthodox churches, the Russian Orthodox Church believes that the Bible is the Word of God and teaches that Jesus is God the Son. Their doctrine has more similarities with Roman Catholicism than with evangelical Christianity. The word Orthodox means adherence of a set of beliefs. Orthodox churches adhere to the Christian faith as it was practiced by the early church. The Russian Orthodox Church is self-governing. The bishop of the Russian Orthodox Church does not report to someone else higher than himself. There is no pope. The structure consists of bishops, monks, priests, archbishops, cardinals, nuns, and so on.
It's the first week of a new year, and Russians are immersed in their Christmas spirit.
Decorating the Christmas tree for the New Year and Christmas is a totally magical time, and you're waiting for a miracle to happen.
Christmas actually brings people together.
On the streets of Moscow and in churches, people are openly celebrating Russian Orthodox Christmas. It's a seismic change, considering that 25 years ago, before the disintegration of the Soviet Union, attending a Bible study class could result in a jail sentence. From the establishment of the Soviet Union in 1922, communist leaders sought to eradicate religion. Churches were destroyed, and the faithful were watched and persecuted.
Today's conditions for the Church over Russia's 1,000-year-long history are the most favourable. I think this is the main feature of freedom in life. A man doesn't need to hide his religious beliefs.
President Vladimir Putin has embraced his faith, routinely appearing at Christmas and other religious services. Analysts say he's used the Russian Orthodox Church to promote a so-called pivot to traditional values. But even as the church's status has risen, Putin has sought to ensure it remains subservient to the state.
We can see understandable contradiction between the interests of the church and interests of the state, like in case of Crimea. The contradiction is connected to the fact that Russian Orthodox Church is not only about Russia, it's about much bigger space, including Ukraine.
If the Russian Orthodox Church is enjoying a kind of renaissance,
with nearly 5,000 religious associations, the Russian Orthodox Church counts for over a half of the total number registered in Russia. Next in numbers come Muslim associations, about 3,000 Baptists, 450 Seventh-day Adventists, 120 Evangelicals, 120 Old Believers, over 200 Roman Catholics, 200 Christianates, 68 Buddhists, 80 Judaists, 50 and Unified Evangelical Lutherans, 39. The majority of religious Russians are Christians. The country has over 5,000 Russian Orthodox churches. Many are built anew or under repair or on parish and local budget monies. The 19 million Muslims, the second largest religious community in Russia, have over 800 parishes and mosques. The Russian Federation has 42 Jewish communities. Moscow counts for over 10% of Russian Jews and has 3 synagogues. Buddhism is widespread in some regions of the Russian Federation. Under Soviet rule, religious practices of all kinds were banned. With the establishment of the Russian Federation, Boris Yeltsin, the first president, encouraged the Russian Orthodox Church to re-establish itself. While the Orthodox has re-established itself, and many Russians identify themselves as Russian Orthodox, very few people actually attend to church.